All right, so here's the thing. A couple of videos ago, I was asked what would be worse, takedown or rejection. So essentially, I see both of these things as pretty much the same thing. So if you're getting a rejection, someone was aware of it before it got through, and if you got a takedown, it went through. Maybe the trademark was registered, so then they took it down afterwards, or maybe they didn't realize it. That something was infringing, and then it was taken down. So pretty much the same thing, I would think. So essentially there's basically just two types of infringements. You're really looking at copyright infringement and trademark infringement. I think copyright infringement would be a little bit worse than trademark, because trademark you might not be aware of unless you're doing something like Disney or Nike, but a copyright I think is something more intentional, where you'll be copying either a character or an exact design. Now really, I don't know what Amazon thinks is more of a severe infringement, either copyright or trademark. Either way, you definitely would not want to get any of these types of violations. So when I started, I was aware of trademarks and copyrights, so I was trying to be careful, but I wasn't really looking into these websites and checking if there was a trademark, and definitely I wasn't doing any copyright stuff. I wasn't copying any characters, and I was trying to do the designs with my own skills. Now, one of the first takedowns I've ever had was related to a soccer t-shirt design I did. I believe it was for the Copa America. I made a design for the Chile international team, and it might have been the words I used. I definitely didn't use Copa America or any kind of trademark stuff like FIFA, or I might have. I'm not 100% sure. So with that, I knew I had to be a bit more cautious with what I was uploading, and I also decided to kind of stay away from national teams, and essentially I kind of stayed away a little bit from sports. Roughly 2 years ago, I had probably 10 rejections in a row, and all of them were related to November. So this is kind of like a charity event. So I looked up the trademark. It was trademarked under charity. So if you're unaware of November, it's something that occurs every November. Men grow their beards. It's a charity fundraiser thing. So I thought this was a good idea to do some designs. And then I had like 10 strikes, 10 takedowns, and I was really scared of losing my account. Now, when I did look up the trademark, I did see that it was registered under charity or a charity organization, but I didn't see that it was registered under apparel or t-shirts. So I thought it was okay, but I guess Amazon determined it wasn't. So I had that those takedowns. You get that letter where it says if you continue to do this, your account might be in jeopardy and it might lead to termination. So this kind of scared me, and also with this I kind of decided to look into other print-on-demand markets, and that's kind of when I also started to upload a lot of my other designs on other platforms. Alright, so luckily I didn't get suspended, I didn't get terminated, and after that I pretty much a clean account. I think I had a couple of trademarks, probably 2 throughout the next year, and it was mostly just trademark stuff, some phrases that were trademarked. I don't know if they were trademarked afterwards, or I just didn't realize it was trademarked and I uploaded it, and then later on they were taken down. Alright, so now fast forward to 2018, and just recently I got a couple of takedowns, and I'm a bit upset with this. So in the past 2 weeks, I got 3 letters from Amazon. The first one was related to a pop socket, so I had taken down. It was something related to design quality, I believe it was, and they said that I didn't fill the design. Now I did go and check. I went and checked my design. It was all filled up. I had a black background, and the image was pretty much centered, so I was really confused of this. Now, what kind of made me upset is that it was a pretty good selling pop socket with a good, really good rank. So I had that taken down. I pretty much just uploaded it again. So it was kind of weird having that email, and I didn't really see any real issues with the pop socket, the design for the pop socket. I didn't really see that I was going extending the design throughout, so it's covering the full template. Now I did realize that they updated the template, and when it first came out, they weren't really very clear on how you had to fill out the template itself, or at least I wasn't really aware of it. But for most of the part, I did fill all of those areas, and now there's this new template, so I downloaded that one. And moving forward, I'll be working with this new template, and hopefully it'll fix any issues in the future. And I'll also make sure I fill out all of the design area. Now, for this, I wasn't really too upset of it. It was a bummer that I had to take down that design, which had a really good rank. But it was like, all right, whatever. But then a couple of days later, I got a couple emails saying that I was basically copying someone's design. So it was a copyright infringement. And then I had the email to contact the person claiming this. So I had 2 listings taken down. Both of them did have sales, so it had a rank. I don't think it was too high. But what I found frustrating was that the actual designs I created. So the design had a silhouette, which I created in Illustrator. I was using a font that I purchased, and I believe it had like some kind of texture background image, which I had the license to use. So I contacted the person that was making the claim, and when I said that I created this, there might be a mistake. I would like to clarify this. I want to solve this issue. And they came back to me saying that they found 15 copies of the design. They're all 100% pixel per pixel, and if I was hiring any designer. Now, for the most part, 90% of the stuff I design myself. I use clip art. I do use clip art. I use resources from websites, and I do use create stuff on my own. Now, this specific design, I created it, like the silhouette I created on my own, and I had the license for the elements. So I mentioned all this besides saying that I'm a graphic artist and I didn't hire someone to create this design. Now, with the email, I did attach my design and saying this is what I created. And then the person that complained about me doing a pixel per pixel copy did admit that this wasn't their design, but they were still saying that they found a lot of copycats, that people have been copying their designs. They're probably using hiring VAs for the designs. Very upset about this. So like, I don't know how they went around claiming the copyright infringement, but clearly the person admitted that it wasn't their design. And so I suggested for them to contact Amazon and hopefully remove the claim. Now, I did go and contact Amazon myself, and I wanted to find out if the claim was resolved or the claim was withdrawn. So this was about a week ago, but I never heard back from Amazon. I'm contacting them again, and hopefully, I don't know, I guess I would have to upload the design one more time. So what is really kind of frustrating me and kind of making me worried about the Merch by Amazon platform, and I've heard this from other people, is that people are claiming ownership from designs they don't make. So either they rip it off, upload it online, and then claim it as their own and report other people. I've heard a couple people mention this, that has happened to them. Personally, I've experienced this. Now, I don't know if this is an honest mistake or this person intentionally did this. I don't know. So now moving forward, I'm always trying to create my own stuff, 100%, like trying to do all the illustration, but it does take time, and I do use a clip artwork, so I'm being a bit more cautious with that kind of stuff. And it kind of worries me that someone might use the same clip art and then report me because I'm using the same clip art and saying that that's theirs. So I'm having this is kind of sprung up recently, so I'm a bit more worried about stuff like this happening in the future and essentially getting my account terminated. I'm okay with having my account terminated if I intentionally have done something wrong, like intentionally infringed on someone's copyright or trademark. But this something that I actually created. It took me quite some time. Obviously, the saying isn't mine. This is a generic saying. I did get the font. I did buy the font, and I did get buy the texture background as a package. So I'm putting a bit more effort. I'm investing some money, and then having someone claim it as theirs is a bit troubling. So so hopefully I'll be getting an email back from Amazon, maybe have the listing back up with by them, or I'll just have to upload it again. And I wanted to share this just also to emphasize the need to just expand beyond Amazon and hopefully get into other marketplaces, start up an Etsy shop, a Shopify store, because you never know what might happen in the future. All right, so that's it for today. Just wanted to vent a little bit. My account is still safe. Hopefully we'll be hearing back from Amazon and see what I'll do. And all right, so see you next time. Peace.